Hello YouTube, this is Drugoli from That's the Never, and welcome to the last part of my Tic Tac Toe Redstone tutorial. Let me just turn the day here. There we go. Yep, it stopped. So, as you can see, some things have changed. Basically, all I did was I just made this right here. This was what I showed you building, like this bottom thing here, and I think it ended with me placing some stone up here. I ended up changing this into this glowstone here, so even if it was night, you would be able to see kind of what was going on here if for some reason was it turned to night, and it just looks cool. But yeah, all I did was I made another level right here, and I basically copied what was down here. I copied that up here. You can see everything is precisely the same, even though you can't see this here connects to up there. Of course, it's of course the same as what I have down here, which you can also see now. And this up here is again just this thing down here, these two copied. And you see this kind of turned into a mess. Didn't look as great as I had hoped it would. I ended up having a few problems getting the wires here from the display or the control panel itself back here and down to this platform, but I ended up doing it so it works. And basically, some of you might already have found out what the last thing we need to do is, because to be honest, it's not that difficult. The last thing we need to do is we need to connect this right here, our like control thingamadoohickey, whatever you want to call it. We need to connect this right here to this over here. You can see they are on the right, on the same levels, which is very good. This one down here is also the same level as this. I'm not going up and down, I'm just going back and forth. And this down here is, of course, at the bottom, so of course that's the same level as this. But all we need to do is we need to connect this right here to this over here. Now, you can do it in a bit different ways. You could look at it like this. So this one here, this gate, we would connect this torch right here from there. That would be whenever we want something shown, like if we press the button right now down there, just see it should flip, which it is not. Why is it not doing? Oh yeah, I was doing some testing earlier, so that was not connected to test all of the connections. But you can see that now this is flipped, which means that right now we have placed a circle piece down on the bottom. But what you need to find out is if you want to have this thing right here, or wait, forget what I said there. This button down here, if you like, look at this and then take it over here. This button down here represents this square or place right here, which has these two connections. And what that means is we need to connect this thing right here. We need to connect that thing over to this thing here. If that makes any sense. But to do that, we need to, this thing, of course, these two here, they need to be connected to the same color over here. So let's say that it was connected, it would be like this. There would be power going here, and we would see or circle, whatever you want to call it. I forgot to turn build on. Let me just give me back my stuff. There we go. So let's just get started on the connecting, and what I think would be best to do is if we could lift this up a bit and then have some of the others run down the ground, because this thing all the way over here, these two right here, those are the ones that are, they would go to this thing here. And what I think would be the easiest thing to do, and what I have done, is I'll take those around and then just go directly in from the side here. There's no reason to go in around this way and then get them in there when the connections are right here for you. So these two here are going to be connected to this at the back, These two are going to be connected to those in the middle, that one there. And these two are going to be connected to the first here. So what I want to do is I want to lift this up a bit. I'm going to place all of this first and then the redstone afterwards. So I'll just take this around. But that's basically all we need to do, and that's what I'm going to do for the rest of this episode, is we need to connect. That's too far, let me see. 1, 2, I think that'll do. What we need to connect the RS latches over there to the display converters, I guess you could say. They are kind of converters, so that one needs to go there, so we can take this one down like that, or like so. And then what we do is we just place some of this, place that there. And then we're gonna have a few repeaters, so this wire here does not interfere with the wire right here. Makes sense, doesn't it? I think I want to take this down one earlier and do like that. So now what we need to do is we need to connect all of this. Lots of wiring, so having zombies mod and activating the builder thing is very, very useful. As you can see, I'm not running out of redstone. I can just keep placing and placing and placing and placing and placing some more. So there's all our power going here, which is very nice for when we need to place the repeaters. So we can place them as far away as possible. There. And we have one here. We have one here. And we have one, I think the last one here. It connects, and boom. So let me go up here. Quickly get this converted. So now it's X's turn. So just reset it. And then you can see there's nothing showing down there now, so we're going to press this button. And what that'll do is it'll place a X for us. Because it should have. What's going on? I'm not quite sure what's going on. Let me just check. Okay, it actually didn't place something. I guess it didn't press the button. So push the button. Wait a few seconds. It flipped. And Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Let me, real quick, just look at this. That should place. Wait, it's not placing anything? How does that make sense? Because there should have been pieces placed over here. I'm guessing maybe the power doesn't get there. That's like what I'm thinking. So if I just real quick cut off the connection. Oops. Oh, of course. It's because I need to look down here. Aha. See, it was correct. I was just confused. Sorry. So let me. That's fine. So now we need to connect this thing here. I'm also going to get this one to go upwards a little bit. Because it needs to be above these lines. And like so. Let's get it over here. And get it just to follow this along. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this to go on the other side. Like that. And then follow along. You can't have these placed however you want to. You can have this one over here. You can have it on top. It doesn't really make a difference as to how well the machine and everything's gonna work. So you can just have it however you want to. Need to get this all the way. Wait, here we go. Let's get it down. You can do like this, and again, just have a single repeater there, so these two lines don't interfere. And there we go. So now we have the first one connected. And I think what I'm gonna do is as I did on the last episodes. I built because this is gonna take forever to place all of these lines or the video is gonna be way too long, and you don't need me to show you how to repeat this on the same levels here. So I think I'm just going to do the same thing as I have with the other parts, that I build one of them and show you how it works and how you build it. And then I mostly just leave it up to you to finish like the other levels, because it's not that hard. Just to if you run into any problems with the levels up here, you can always, if you made this, you can always just go back and watch the tutorial, because the tutorial will also work for this up here. This is the same thing as down here, so the tutorial for this thing will also work for this thing. The only thing that's not the same is the only thing that I'm not showing you is how to get this thing upwards, but that's not too hard. These two here upwards, and how to connect this here, and how to connect the changing, like changing which turn it is. I'm not showing how to do that, but it is pretty easy. All you need to do is just need to connect the lines to this like main line right here, and once you've done that, it works. So it's nothing too hard. And in my opinion, it's not always most fun to just have every single detail like of the thing shown and how to build it. I like to not have him or whoever is doing the tutorial show everything, like every single detail. I more like just him showing some of it, and then I also try and figure it out myself. Of course, that's what I like to do, and that's not what you like to do, whatever you might like to do, but still. Oops, let me just get that back. But I just feel like it's not too difficult, so it is possible for you to finish it yourself. Let me just think of it here. I think I'm gonna do like this. Have it run here. Just stop that rain, because it's annoying. Oh, snow too. And we're just gonna follow this along. And I think actually right here, we need to get it up so we can have the other ones, as I said, have the ones all the way at the back just running along the ground right here. So we're gonna get this thing upwards. I think this is red. Yeah, this is red. So just do that real quick for that bit, and just take it down again. Connect the redstone. There we go. So let's continue along. For the top layers, of course, you would have to place lots of these red blocks like along the air, but we don't need to do that right here. I think this is actually good. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have a ton of repeaters. Or maybe I think I'm just gonna like interlace the repeaters, so when this thing here doesn't have a repeater, the other one is gonna have a repeater to like try and minimize the time used to get the redstone from point A to point B. Here and here. I think I need to place it there. Actually, the piece redstone missing there, didn't notice. So last piece right here, it connects, and if we go over here, it is on. So it's very simple. Now we just reset it. Reset the board. This thing should turn off. Boop. We're gonna click the same button. So now we have the blue one here giving out power. So we have it's just much simpler to connect this thing as well. And I think I'll just take this around like so. Take it above here. Then down below like that. And just get it out beside this one. And just get it to follow as the other one does. So just following along, cruising along the road, I guess. Doesn't make much sense, but sure. So get it up, go back. But I think, as I said about making the tutorials like not too long, I think just making this one level here is gonna take a while. I'm trying to think how long it took me on the live stream. Like the live stream I did where I built the prototype for this Tic Tac Toe game. I'm trying to remember how long it took to build this like bit of wiring here, just wiring everything up like this. I think that actually might have taken me about half an hour or something to wire like all of these wires up in every single level. And I don't want to make a Redstone tutorial video that long, so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I guess some people would just say I'm lazy, but well, I guess I am. But you'll just have to bear that. And really, if I show you how to do everything, you don't... Of course, you learn a little bit of Redstone, but in my opinion, building the things yourself is what's most fun. I don't know if you guys... I think I have answered that in some comments, but to make this thing right here, to make my... wait, that's not what I want to connect. To make this Tic Tac Toe game, like how I came up with the idea. Of course, this is a viewer special, so it was some subscribers who wanted this type of tutorial, but also, how can I explain that? I had already seen some Tic Tac Toe games before on YouTube. Some other guys who had made their own Tic Tac Toe games in Minecraft with Redstone, and of course, if you look at those and look at mine, you will find some similarities, but the thing is, I didn't watch their tutorial to find out how the thing worked. It was just something I stumbled upon at one point while just what I do most of the day, just watch YouTube videos. I found these videos, and it wasn't my idea to make a tic-tac-toe game tutorial, but I don't think, first of all, I didn't think there are that many of them out there, so I thought it would be a good idea after it came up, and ended up being what most people wanted to see. Then I thought that, okay, it might actually be a good idea, because a tic-tac-toe game in Minecraft, I mean, that's awesome. So I wanted to build something like that and show you guys how you can make these games yourself. But the thing is, when I saw those videos, I mean, I thought it was cool and all, and I had no idea how the thing actually worked. I think that was at the time where it wasn't such a, like, I wasn't that good at Redstone. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is I didn't copy this thing. I didn't intend, at least, to copy this entire thing here off of someone else's design. Of course, I think my button thing here, this thing, and maybe some similarities in the board, you will be able to find some similarities, but I mean, in my opinion, you can pretty much always find similarities in things that are like in pretty much everything. You can and will find something that's pretty much just like it. But this, I don't know why I'm saying this so weird, but all I guess I want to say was this isn't supposed to be a copy of someone else's. That's what I mean. Of course, if you look at them, you can find similarities, but this isn't. I didn't follow a tutorial. I didn't see the back, like how they placed the redstone, if they even used iron knowledge as I do, if how they got the display to work actually looks like this and has this stuff here, and if they're using a system like this here, maybe not just like this, but maybe kind of how my old one worked. Of course, if you didn't watch the live stream at the time, you don't know how my old one works. But it was much, much bigger. And I mean, the like changing whose turn it is, the thing I had made before, I did that on the live stream. But when I came up with this one input RS NOR latch, I mean, it's made much, much smaller. The thing that actually controls which turn it is just this right here. Before, that part would have been maybe like half the size of one of these here. So it would have like from this here, you would have that over here as well, like much, much bigger. These are just lines connected. They could use up lots of, or a lot less space. I mean, what I did here, it's pretty stupid. I just connected it directly. No idea why I did that, but it doesn't matter. But it's not a copy of someone else's. I know I've had some of those comments be like, where I got the idea for it and stuff like that. But I have answered those comments, but also just for those who maybe not have read them and are thinking about asking me that, now you know. There's no need to ask me. So, I think we go up here now. We have the bottom part done. As you can see, right now we have an X shown there, so let's get an O in the middle. We click the button, wait a few seconds. Oop, we have an O. We click that button, wait a few seconds. We have an X. So we can reset the board. Wait a sec. There we go. Click that one, we should get an O, and we do. Get an X in the middle. We do. And we get the last O as well. So you can see it works perfectly. And I think you already know what's going to happen now. I'm going to end off the tutorial. Because this is the last thing you need to do. All you need to do now for these two levels here is you need to do the exact same things you did down here. Connect this line right here. This output here. Wait, why is that getting power? Oh, that's not good. Okay, so we might need to move some of these a little bit, but it's not too hard. What we can do is we can just have the inverter right there. Just connect the lines. Place an extra up here. Now these should actually all be flipped. Yeah, there. Really simple, quick fix. I actually just noticed that myself. But you can just do like this. It is just an inverter you're placing here at the back. Does the same thing. They're turned off. So the power goes in, turns that torch off. This line turns off. Torch turns on. That turns on. Turns off. Turns on. Phew. So let me just reset it again. And just show you that it actually works, and I can place something there. You can do that. You need to do it up here as well. Actually, I'm just gonna do that when the tutorial ends. But all you need to do now is you need to connect these things, like this thing right here. That needs to be connected over to that one. What I would do is I would just do the exact same thing, like copy this thing down here, the exact same thing. Nothing changed. The only thing that's changed is that it's higher up in the air. So that thing would be there, I think. Yep. And I would just copy it, place the wool and everything the exactly same way. So there's nothing changed, because there doesn't need to be any changes whatsoever to make this thing work. So it goes up. Wait, it actually goes up there. Like that. You can see the exact same thing. This thing here would go back to about there. It would go down like that. Exactly the same. This thing here would go out that way. Wait, this is it. Almost looks higher up here than this down here. Yeah, wait, I think. Yeah, this needs to be up there. Like that. Like that. It should move like this. There we go. Exactly the same. We'll just extend this backwards. Not doing that good with the flying here. Happens. Extend it a bit too far. That's where it is, so I can remove these two. Nothing's changed. Exactly the same, and I'll just continue this along until Everything has been placed up here on top. So that's the end of the tutorial. Thank you for watching. Remember to follow me on Twitter if you want to get some few updates. I don't tweet that much as I have done before, but I do every once in a while. Maybe sometimes when I do my live streams, I do a little tweet. Also, you can join my Steam group to get notifications of when I do my live streams. My Steam group is where I do most of the stuff, where I do most notifications. Like now I'm doing a live stream. Now I have my Minecraft server open for you guys to join, for you guys to play on, which I have done a few times lately, and it's been very fun. We've built some cool stuff. There's videos coming about that later. But join my Steam group if you want to play with me, want to go on the server, if you want a notification for when I do my live streams. And yeah, I guess tune in for my live streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 p.m. Danish time. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. What we need to do now is in episode 15 is going to be another viewer special redstone tutorial. And the thing is, for this one right here, like this tutorial I've just finished, what we do is we have I can explain that. You guys need to decide what tutorial I'm gonna show you. It can be anything Minecraft related, as long as it's a Minecraft tutorial, meaning it has to be something I actually built. Like I don't want to do any how to install this and that mod tutorials, because all of that stuff is explained already on the mod pages. When you find a mod on the Minecraft forum, everything is explained, how to install it, how to get it working, and most of the time there's also some guys who've made videos showing you how to do it. I don't even have to make a video. There's videos right on the mod page you can just follow. That's what I've done. That's what you can do. It's not tough at all to get mods installed. You just follow the videos, follow whatever they've written, like how to install it. There's always something like that written on the mod page, so it's fairly simple to install mods. But anything Minecraft related, maybe you want to see I don't know, just anything that you want to see built or how to build in Minecraft. Of course, some of it I might not be able to build, and there's fairly simple reason for that. Maybe it's just something totally crazy that I'm not able to build whatsoever, because I have limits too. I can't build everything. But if you have an awesome idea, you want this type of tutorial, you haven't seen it anywhere, but you want to see it, post a comment on the video, and the highest rated comment is going to be the one I'm going to try and do a redstone tutorial on. Of course, if I can't build it, and if it's just too impossible for me to finish within like a few years. I don't want to spend years on one tutorial, if you know what I mean. But post a comment, and the highest rated one is going to be used for the tutorial. If that's not doable, I'm going to instead take the second highest rated comment. And again, if that is not possible for some fucked up reason, what I'm going to do is something I'm just going to have to choose myself along the different like what you guys wanted, like from the different comments. I choose the one that I think looks the best, what I think would be most fun as well. So thank you for watching. Comment down below, follow me on Twitter, join my Steam group, tune for live streams, blah blah blah, and take care, you guys. Oh, yep, just forgot. If you want to get this map now, you can go and try out the Tic Tac Toe game. I'm going to finish it up, and the map will be available for download in the video description. You can go and download it. Maybe if you don't want to build it yourself, you want to check out some of the other stuff, the map is in the video description. If you build something cool with Redstone, record a video of it and post a video response down below, and I'm going to look at it and say, oh my god, that's cool, I think. So thank you for watching. Take care.